What's up, YouTube? Sinister RC, and obviously you know what this video is going to be all about. Right in front of me we have the Redcat Valkyrie MT. It is a 4S brushless truck, four-wheel drive, metal drivetrain, all that, wheelie bar. Not really going to go into like a review or anything like that. This is more of a 5-pack in initial thoughts about the truck out of the box. I have not adjusted anything so far. ESC is on stock settings. I did make sure that all my hexes were tight before I started taking it out and bashing it. Done some moderate jumping with the truck, bashing. You can see how dirty it is. I actually run it in the gravel parking lot up on my work, and I just wanted to show kind of what could happen with this truck, because it did happen running in the gravel. This thing just eats up the gravel, especially on 4S. It's just all over the place. I mean, you're kicking rocks everywhere, so yeah, quite interesting watching. It drew a crowd, co-workers running on my brakes and whatnot. So anyhow, very, very happy with this rig so far. I wanted a decent basher. I was actually looking at the arm of Big Rock. I've had my eye on it for the last couple of years. Kind of contemplating getting back into the RC world to have some good old fun bashing. And started seeing some videos from about, anywhere from 11 months ago to a year on this truck, and I started watching them. And, I do tend to lead more towards Redcat because they were the underdogs before versus like, Arma and Traxxas, and we don't need to go on with the list. You guys know where I'm going with this. And I've been moderately happy with the Redcat products in the past. My son Jack, who you've seen featured on the channel, he's grown now almost. He's going to be 18 in 8 months. Time flies. Enjoy them while they're young. So anyhow, his modded out Volcano, which he still has. When I got this going and everything, and he says, "Dad, I'd like to dig out my Volcano and take a look at it." So working with him and trying to see where to go, upgrades. He busted up some suspension on it years ago, so we're going to kind of get back into it and see where it's at. So, and then I've got that Caldera project, which I think I may have had a video or two posted on this channel about it a couple years back. But anyhow, that one's just kind of sitting. Jack had asked me if he could do something with it. I said, yeah, why not? I've still got my crawler. But this thing right here, this thing is an absolute beast. Wheelies on demand, plenty of power down low, plenty of top speed, agility, durability, guys. Durability is the key with this thing. I have not broken anything, and I have bashed the crap out of this thing so far. Nothing crazy like you may have seen other people do in the review on this truck have done, 50-foot jumps. I haven't done that yet, but I've taken it off some decent jumps. This thing gets tons of air. It's pretty easily controlled in the air. As far as doing backflips, if you're trying to do something forward, the brakes are really aggressive on this. So, yeah, I'm gonna tune the ESC. They say it's a hobby wing, SC10 or SCT10. I'm not sure which one, but been really hot where I'm at. I'm in central, kind of southwest central, whatever you want to call it, Arkansas, and it's been brutally hot this summer. So, obviously on those 100-degree days, I've run into some, thermal shutdowns on the ESC. I did reach out to Redcat about it. What they told me was with the hot temperatures and things like that, it's kicking into protection mode because of that. I don't have, there's a few out there that have posted videos of bad run of the SCs. I don't believe it's that issue. It just gets so stinking hot down here by the time I'm running in the heat of the day. So it is what it is. Today, it was, I don't know, low 80s this morning when I was out with it. I didn't have any thermal problems. Been running it on these, on this Z 4S, 52 mAh, and it's got 120C burst. Hang on. Yeah, there you go, 120C right there. So, pretty good. I've got some 3S packs. Matter of fact, I got one in it there. Yeah, you see that? That's what I'm going to talk about next. Let me put the body aside here. So, Ovonic batteries. I'm very partial to them, especially with the drones. I got turned on to these, and they've been pretty good battery. This is a 3S in here. I just ran it on the last break, and everything went well. It's still pretty quick on 3S. It's just not wheelies on demand like it is with that battery, the 4S. But anyhow, this is kind of a 5-pack review. A couple of the guys were complaining about the suspension rebounding in the front end. I mean, it is kind of slow. I guess I could change out the shock oil, but I just preloaded the spring a little bit more, and it seems to do what I want it to do as far as the suspension. The rear end, yeah, it rebounds somewhat. So I'm probably going to continue to run it just as it is for now, and then look into taking the shocks apart and putting some thicker oil in them. I'll kind of do some research and kind of figure out where to go with that. So let me see if I can one-handed get the battery out of here. I doubt it, but I'm going to try anyhow. These XT90s are very, very tight, which I like. You know, a lot of people don't. They switch them out to the EC5 connectors or whatever, but I like the XT60s and the XT90s and even the... Must have switched that on by accident. And even the XT30s, which you typically see on the drones. Hang on, let me leave this up for just 1 second here. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Get the straps out here. So, I wanted to go over this issue right here. It's not really an issue, but if you're not paying attention, it could become an issue. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So, get the battery out of here. Okay, let's put that to the side. Okay, guys. Here's what we got. You got gravel in there, gravel in there, gravel in here by the electronics. I mean, these sides are supposed to stop the majority of that stuff from getting in. And again, you know, no fault to Redcat or anything, but I was, especially with this right here, kicking up a lot of rocks, so I got a lot of rocks in here. But here's what I wanted to go over, and here's why you need to be checking what you're doing, especially when you're running in gravel. Right there, you see the drive shaft? Yeah, must have gotten a rock in there. Now mind you, this is 5 packs, and this thing hasn't been running gravel up until today. So I've run 2 packs in it today, and yeah, that's what we got going on there. So there, a little bit in the middle, and then right back here. Come on, focus camera. There we go. Right down in there. So something you're going to want to watch out for is these rocks getting down in here and doing damage to your driveline components. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll tip this thing over the garbage can in here and shake this all out and clean it out. I think that a lot of your issues are going to come from this right here, getting dirt and gravel, and things that aren't supposed to be in the chassis tub here in there. So be very vigilant, checking and making sure everything's out of here. See, that one right there is sitting right on the drive shaft, and there's a couple down there. So this is something to watch out for, guys, running this truck. But other than that, I have no complaints. People have complained about the steering servo being slow. I think it does an adequate job for this truck. I don't know. I mean, it's fine to me. It doesn't bother me. I am going to tune the ESC, though, because I want to be able to adjust the punch. And, guys, watch these wires here, too. These seem to come loose. See, that one just went down in there. So, a couple of things to watch. But overall, I'm very pleased with this truck. It's an excellent basher. I'm not going to go into technical details because a lot of other people have already covered that about 11 months ago on this. So they're pretty durable. I mean, I've rolled it on its lid. As you can see the body over here. It's not real damaged yet, but like the corner is there. So it's a basher. It ain't going to be pretty. But the body on this thing's pretty nice. It's like an old school mid-80s Chevy cow hood there. Yeah. But overall, very, very happy with the truck. I promised I was going to bring some sort of content, so here it is. See if I can get somebody to take some footage of me bashing this thing, maybe at the skate park or the BMX ramp in town. And maybe you'll find a couple other spots. Lots of construction going on here. I'm not going to be tending to run into places where there's lots of loose gravel like this, because after seeing this I'm like, wow. So yeah, but overall it's a good truck, man. If you're on the fence about the Redcat Valkyrie, either the MT or the TR, then you make a truggy version. I just like the monster truck because it looks more my style of RC. So yeah, so that's it for now. Just wanted to bring some initial thoughts after about 5 packs out of the box, and gonna tune this thing and mess around with the suspension a little bit and see if I can make a great truck even greater. So catch you guys on the next one. Sinister RC out.